And thanks everyone for joining in again, the Senior Services Alliance monthly breakfast. I'm Erin from Griswold Home Care. And today we have Ali Soltani, who has 2 engineering degrees, one in civil and another in electrical. He received his master's degree in MBA from the University of Maryland. And after completing his bachelor's degree, Ali started to manage various number of construction positions over a 12-year period. Previously, he's been the project manager for an electrical company in Atlanta for 3 years. In 2010, he moved to the DC area and switched to business management with a specialty in boring business development. And after spending the last 3 years in business, finance, and marketing, he saw an opportunity to combine all of this experience in different industries and help those with limited mobility to stay safe in their own homes and businesses. And with that, Ali, go ahead and share your screen.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. It's it's an honor to be here. I want to start my presentation. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I think so.
Perfect. Let me put it on this. So I want to start this presentation with a video that I received Christmas Eve 2 years ago from one of our clients, which was really one of the best gifts that I received in a long time. Unfortunately, the gentleman passed away, but we always like to keep his legacy up. And it's just giving you some ideas about what we do and what changes we make to people's life. So it's a very short video. I appreciate if you can watch, and then we can go from there. After years, it gives me goosebumps when I watch this, and so it's very rewarding what we do. I think all of us what we do to helping people with limited mobility and people that they are less fortunate than we are. So I think it's rewarding for all of us. But I just want to share one of my experience about being rewarded by one of the clients. As Erin kindly introduced me, I have 2 electrical engineering and civil engineering. I got my MBA in 2015. I'm a CX certified, which is Certified Environmental Adaptation Consultant. So I can understand, as you all know, can understand people with limited mobility and seniors to help them stay in their homes safer and longer. We do everything from anything they need from A to Z, so they don't need to hire any other company. We are a full construction company, so we can do anything for them. It's not that we can do specific kind of modifications. Our goal is to create a roadmap for our clients, provide them with the educational changes in their home and modify their homes, develop a plan in a long term. We don't agree that we need to do something for short term. Some of the people has their illness is it progress during the time, so we like to create a map for them so they can go little by little as their disease progress, so they can do their home modifications. And we try to do something not for today, and being something base for future. So for example, if the client wants something cheaper today, but we know definitely is not going to work for them in the long term, so we'll bring it to their attention. We'll ask them to not do it unless they really want to do that. So sometimes we don't have any other choice if the clients ask us to do something that we don't think is going to be permanent for the future. But we definitely don't do anything that is not safe for them. So and the whole thing, our philosophy is that mobility matters. So we want our clients to get access to all their part of their home as much as they can, or their businesses, so they can move around their houses. They don't have to stuck in one level or only bound to their wheelchair. Some credentials that we have, we work with the University of Southern California. One of our executive managers teaches their home modifications for them. Also, we've been nominated for the 500 Fortune companies and the top 500 franchise in the country. So as you know, we are franchise, and I'm operating the location here.
You want white, not yellow, okay?
And our team, we have CAP certified, CX certified, and CSA certified. So we try to do it in a very professional way, so we can understand it by the code, by the science, and by what the people desire is. So so we work with a lot of government agencies and private-owned agencies that they help people with disability, and most of them help people with lower income. So they fund the project for them. For example, the Safe at Home program, it's a program in Washington, D.C. that they help people with limited income and disability. And it's a very, very good program. And Home Care Partners is one of the companies that they run this program. We work with Medicaid, Medicare. We work with a lot of counties, agencies that they help people with disability and low income. One of them is Independence Now, Mars Service Coordinators, and there are a lot of more of them out there. We are a VA vendor. We help our veterans to stay safe in their home and get access to the different part of their home and overcome any obstacles that they have at home. So in the next couple of the slides, I just want to share some of the work that we do, some of the unique situation that we had, and some of the common situation that we had. So it's going to be a mix of everything. Well, I try to capture enough in that 20-30 minutes that I have to present this. Basically, it will be beyond this what we did, and what we can do. It's kind of the sky is the limit. But these are the more generic and some of them unique options that projects that we did in the past. This is a little simple of the home that we think that we need when we go to the people's home. We start addressing their home from their driveway or wherever that they get to the property or to their home. So it's going to be a front door, and then the stairs if it's inside the home, transferring from the bed to the bathroom, from the bathroom, and going around the house safely. So for example, the one of the most challenging areas that people have is the door threshold. So people in this area, because I would say 99% of the houses, they have threshold because of the snow, amount of the rain that we have, and that become a huge problem for people, especially in wheelchair. So there are different ways that we can address that. One of the ways is the threshold ramps, which you see on the right side, that we address this inside and outside of the door with a small aluminum threshold ramp. But the most common one and then most attractive one, it's the rubber threshold ramp, which you see at the bottom on the right. They come in a different sizes, up to 3 to 4 inches, that we can cut it to the exact same size, same height of your threshold. It looks like a doormat, and it works perfectly for this kind of threshold. But not works for all of them, because we've seen thresholds up to 6 to 8 inches. So those we cannot address it with the threshold ramp. And the reason is because there's a rule of thumb that for every 1 inch height, we need 1 foot ramp. And this is something that people have difficulty to understand, why we need that length of the ramp. This is ADA code, but beyond that, besides that being ADA code, if we go less than 1 foot for every 1 inch, it's going to be very steep. It's hard even to walk on it or push somebody in a push wheelchair. If they are on a scooter, it's easier for them to go up and down, but still, if it's slippery, if it's rain, if it's snow, it's not, even for the places that it snows a lot, it's recommended for every 1 inch, 2 foot ramp, 24-inch ramp, which in this area, we don't do it. And in one inch to 1 foot, it works most of the time. So this is a good example. The threshold is 6 inch, and then there's another step 6 foot. So some people want to do 2 threshold ramp on this, which you can, but it's not a correct design. So as you see on the right, we designed a wooden ramp here with a platform at the door and a 10-foot ramp here. The total elevation was about 10 inch. So we had 10-foot ramp with handrails on both sides. We don't need a picket because it's a home, unless they have a small children that they can fall off of it. So we can put pickets, but it's not necessary to put pickets everywhere. If it's a commercial area, yes, we have to put the pickets as well on the handrail. But for residential, it's based on the home situation. We'll do that. Another example of the aluminum ramp, which we always, that's our first recommendation to people for a couple of reasons. First of all, it comes with a lifetime warranty. They don't need to maintain it. They don't need to paint. It's not going to rust. So it sits there forever, kind of, that as much as they need it. And the price point is not very higher than wooden one, especially these days that the price of the wood, it got double and triple after the COVID. So it's even cheaper to do aluminum because it's less labor. It comes modular. We put it in. We can install similar ramp to this in a couple hours. Versus if you want to do something like wood with this, it's going to take us 2 days or very good, full day, 10 to 12 hours a day if you want to finish it in 1 day. So these days, we more recommend the aluminum ramp. The cost is less. Before, the cost was 10% higher, but now the cost is the same or little less even. And it's very quick. We can install it within the day, within 3 or 4 days as the time that they order it, because the manufacturer that we use, they're in New York, so they ship usually, if we order early the same day, and it takes about a day or 2 to get here. And setting it up, it's about a day. So these are the very good options for people that are coming out of hospitals. They don't have time. And also people with limited mobility and disability, it's better to not be worried about maintaining the ramps or trying to paint it or do something else. So we want to give them something worry-free, and they can use it as much as they want, and they don't have to worry about to maintain it. And they don't have the power, or sometimes they don't have the budget to maintain their ramps. These are the other different kind of ramps. The ramps can be any material, hard material like concrete, masonry. As you see on the top, they had a nice deck with the AZAC, with the composite flooring. So everything is blended in together. You can do steel. So anything that is a hard surface, you can use it for your ramp. It depends on the design of the house and how much is important for homeowner to have something blend with their other design in their home. Sometimes the ramp is not an option. Same exact reason, because of that formula that we went through first. For every 1 inch, we need 1 foot ramp. As you see on the left side, the height is about 40 to 45 inch rise, and we do not have in front of the home as much as room for 45 or 50 ramps. It's not about only the length of the ramp, but when the ramp gets over 30 foot, we need resting areas, we need turning platforms, we need upper platforms, we need lower platforms. So each platform is about 4 to 5 foot itself. So for something 40 inch, even if we want to zigzag it in front of the home, we need about 50 to 60 foot space, even for the zigzag to go. So, and it's not, as far as the dollar amount, it doesn't work to do that. And it's a big ramp in front of the home. It's not attractive, and you spend more money. It takes you longer to get to your home. So the alternative, it's a vertical platform lift, which is called VPL. And it's good for wheelchair, for a person, even without a wheelchair, if they are on a walker, or they can go in. The size of the platform, usually it's good for one person with a wheelchair and one caregiver to go in. The maximum capacity is 750 pounds, which is enough for someone in the electrical scooter with the help with the caregiver and themselves to go up and down unless they are really overweight. As far as the designing of the vertical platform list, there are two ways that we can design it. On the left side, they call straight through. As you see, they go from one side and then get out from the other side. The one on the right side is a 90-degree turn. So you get from one side in, and then you make a turn inside the platform and then exit from the platform. The straight through one, it's the ideal design because the platforms based on code, they cannot be enlarged to the certain measurements. So still, it's going to be a tight area for turning inside. So as much as we can, we like to avoid having 90 degrees VPLs, but sometimes we can't control it, and we have to go that route. It's designed by ADA, it's by code, but it's not comfortable for the end user. So we try to avoid it as much as we can. The VPLs can be powered operated, or it can be battery operated. They are really reliable equipments. They are very simple equipments, and breakdown on those, it's very unlikely, but it happens. It's a mechanical device. It happens to be breakdown. But having a battery, it's good in the power outage that people can use it if they don't have a second egress in their home. So we don't want them to stop. So we always recommend to have a battery. So if the power is out, so they can still use it. Unless they have the second egress that they can go out from the house if the power is out, and that's their choice if they want it or not. Yeah, the VPLs can go up to 14 foot. It can have a multiple landings. It doesn't have to have only 2 landings. You can have a mid landing. If the house is 2 stories, you want to get to the 2 stories of the house, you can. As I mentioned, it goes to 14 foot. So it can cover up to 2 stories, sometimes 3 stories. It depends on the house. If you know their basement doesn't have a very high ceiling, they can even do that. We can excavate. We can go into the ground. We can be above the ground. We can be inside, outside. It can be enclosed. This is not an enclosed lift, but it can be enclosed like an elevator. You can put a full door instead of half gate. There are a lot of things. You can have the glass doors, glass shaft. So you can design it as much as you want. A lot of the commercial areas, they like it to like more glassy and having exposed maybe stained steel, something like that. It's look modern and more architectural plates. This is another unique, this is one of the unique situation that we had. This is the house in Tacoma Park, which we designed, and it was a Medicaid job, and we had a very limited budget. So this was the ideal to have 2 lifts, one from the driveway to the first landing, and then from that to the door. But because of the crunch budget that we had with Medicaid, so we had to design a combination of the ramp and a lift. So the ramp comes down, as you see from the house, and turn to the platform. We did a little concrete and wooden area here for them to go through the door and then go down the lift. So this is kind of unique, and it worked really good for them. This was for the teenage boy, which he was, I think, 12 or 13 at the time. This was done about 3 or 4 years ago. This is another option, which it looks like an elevator, but it doesn't call elevators. So when something calls elevator, it goes to the whole different category, and you need a special license for it, and the price goes 3 or 4 times of the lift. And there are a lot of differences between, but one of the most important differences on an elevator, when you push the button, it takes you to the level that you want to go. With the lift, you have to hold the button, because of if the person gets unconscious or something happened, the lift doesn't keep going up and down. So this is called telecab. It can go only 1 story, and as you see in the middle, the flooring of the second floor stays on top of the cabin, and when the cabin goes down, as you see on the left, the flooring goes into place, and it doesn't look like there was any elevator going up and down. And the second floor can be usable all the time when the lift is not up there, and it has very, very sensitive sensors. If anything on top, even a pet or even a small toy, it will not move. So it has a very, very sensitive sensor, and it's really good for the houses that they they don't want to do anything for outside, and they can't do stair lift, or they want to have the person is on a wheelchair that can't use a stair lift for any reason. Their stairs are narrow, whatever the reason is. This would be a very good option for them to go up and down one level. So obviously it's more expensive than doing the stair lift or VPL, but it works in some of the houses, and there are some structural modifications, some electrical modification stuff needs to be done, but it's a very, very good solution for the houses that we cannot do other alternatives. So stair lifts. Stair lifts, as all of us know, it's a very, can be an expensive equipment to go up and down the stairs. There are different type of stair lift. On the left side, you see a straight stair lift, which goes up just straight. You can't go any turn or any bend into the in the rail, so it can go only up and down the stairs straightly. But we can do any type of stairs with a custom rail that it calls custom curve rails. That what we do when you have a custom curve rail is one of these designs that you see on the top. When we want to design it, we come to your home, we have a special 3D cameras, we take pictures of your stairs, the computer modelizes your stairs up to the 1/8 of the inch, and then we'll send that design to the manufacturer. They build the rail exactly to the stairs, and we will install it. About most of the companies, the manufacturers, they do the same. They do modular ramps. There's only one manufacturer that they don't do that. I'm sorry, most of the company manufacturers, they do custom rails. There's only one company that they do modular ramps, which we really don't recommend them. That company is Acorn. It's not a good products, and they have lots of advertisement, and people really think that they are the best, but we always try to avoid them to get Acorn because the warranty is not good. The speed of when you get from the one level to the second, it may take you 2 minutes to go, versus the others probably 30 to 40 seconds to go up. And the reason is because Acorn cannot adjust itself while it goes up. It needs to stop when it gets to the turn or curve, and then adjust it, and then moves, and then stop and adjust again. So back to that, so we can do, as you see on the right, this was a townhouse with 3 stories up. We ran one lift from the basement all the way to the second floor. So it was 3-level stair lift with one unit, and we had stop in different levels. So you can have a stop and use a one motor for all your if the staircase are connected together. That saves you a lot of money to do that. You pay a little more for over the 1-story than 3-story, but it's not going to make your price triple than the other. Probably add 20-30% to your price by doing all in one. Stair lifts sometimes there are challenges. As you see, there's a doorway at the bottom, so always the rails extend from the bottom. This is a straight stair lift, and as you see, there's a folding rail that when they're not using it, it can fold up. This is the powered one. You can get a manual one, which is very light because it has a hydraulic jacks. It's very light to fold it or slide it. But there's a power option as well for if they have a door, if they have a hallway at the bottom, or if there's very narrow spaces at the bottom. So we can use one of these options for the straight stair lift. And for the curve one, there are some manufacturers offer something like this, but not all the manufacturers. The best manufacturers in general for both lifts are Bruno. It's #1 in the country, in the, I think, I don't want to say country of world, but they absolutely is the best in the country. They have the best customer service and warranty as well. So we primarily use their product in curved and straight, unless clients wants the different manufacturer, which we have about 4 or 5 of them. We are dealer of 4 or 5 of them. There's another option which we don't really recommend it because it has a lot of sensors in it, and it can break down very easily if it hits something or if they don't use it correctly. That's called IPL, inclined platform lift, which you can take this wheelchair over the stairs up and down, but it needs a very large staircase. It needs modification to the walls because this one, the rail goes to the wall, as you see on the left side. It's not going onto the steps, versus the stair lift, as you can see, it goes to the steps, not to the wall. So there's no modification needs to be done for the stair lift, which versus this one, you need to do it. If the house has room for the elevator or the telecab that I showed, it would be a much better option. It costs them a little more, but is the less, headache free down the road. So one of the first place that people fall is in the bathroom, and the second is the stairs. So we focus a lot on the bathrooms and bathroom modifications, and bathroom modifications can be very inexpensive, if in the early stages of their, mobility. If they just started feeling the, lack of mobility, it would be very inexpensive to do such thing. And we always recommend for people, even if they don't feel to have some grab bars. A lot of you guys are, deal with this. You're occupational therapists, or this. So grab bars are the most simple and inexpensive way to secure and make the bathroom safe. The grab bars, it doesn't have to be ugly and like unattractive. As you see on the top, we can have any kind of color of the grab bars that you want. We can install. As you see at the bottom, there are different kind of things. As it is, this one is the toilet paper holder that is grab bar. This here, it's a towel bar that is grab bar rated. There are lots of grab bars that even you cannot tell it's a grab bar if someone really care about the look of their bathroom and they don't want it to look like, this lack of the word that this is the word that most of the people use, nursing homes. So you can have beautiful grab bars or something that blends in and no one can even notice that it is. To my knowledge, to my opinion, a lot of people needs that. Even though if they don't look like that, they need it, because it takes I don't know, 1/10 of a second for you to fall, and there's nothing that you grab on, and unfortunately you are down the floor. So, and as all of us know, going to the hospital and pricing for the hospitals and aftercare, it's much more expensive than doing a simple modification in the bathroom. There are other different kind of grab bars that is fold down. If there's no wall to put it on, as you see on the left side next to this toilet, there was no wall, so we had to put two folding grab bar. This one we did the blocking on top of the wall because they had a limited budget. Most of the time we cut the wall, we put the blocking inside so you won't see it. As you see on the right side, this blocking is inside the wall, it's not outside. It depends on your budget and how you care about the look. We can alter everything to your needs. These are the other example of top conversions. There are a lot of ideas about cutting the top, which we are not, fan of it. We really try to not do it. But there are some products that you can cut the top and put an insert in it, so it gives you a kind of opening in the top. But to my knowledge, no matter what you do, it will leak later, unless you really take your time and do it. And it's that labor is not worth it to do it. So it's better to do bathtub conversion. And bathtub conversions can be inexpensive and can be expensive, depends how we design it. So as you see on the right side, we only remove the top and repair the tiles behind the areas that the top was. We didn't have to redo everything on the wall. Versus here, we had to build a new shower from the beginning, and everything is barrier free. There's no step, nothing. Everything is one level, so they don't have even lift the foot, or they can roll in with their with a wheelchair. And we always waterproof the entire bathroom to make sure if the water comes out, if they come out with a wet wheelchair, or because they can control the water doesn't go to the floor below. These are other example of the remodeling. On the right, as you see, it's a modern looking bathroom that we recently did in Montgomery Village recently. This is an older job that we did. As you see, because of the door here on the left side at the bottom, we had to do a recessed toilet to give more space in front of the door. And on the other side, as you see, it's the barrier-free shower with the equipment, and with this is the wheelchair shower that they use. The sink, it's kind of looking different than the regular sinks that people use. But to this area, so we like to have designed the vanities to people can go roll underneath, so it helps them to do everything independently. This is another option of the walking tub, the people that they like to bathe. So this is on the left side, it's a regular walking tub with a cutout wall. Usually this cutout walls, it's for two reasons. One, if the toilet is here, so it can go over the toilet. The other, basically it was designed for people to slide from here. So you can bring your wheelchair to the side and slide into the tub and sit on it, because the seat is right exactly behind this area. But because of the toilet here, that cannot be done for this client, but this was the purpose of installing this, to go, the door opens over the toilet, so for the cramp areas. On the right side, you see an elevated top, which is for, still when this is a sliding door. When you slide the door, you can exactly sit there and put your foot in. This was for the gentleman that he lost both of his legs in war. He was a veteran. So we installed this with it, and it comes with this cabinet underneath. So there is a storage area underneath, and the plumbing also inside, and the elevated top. It's a really, really good top for lots of people with different problems. But the good thing is the height is the exact height of the seating. As you see, it's little over this toilet. The toilet is 17. This is about 19 to 20 inches, a very comfortable seats height. There are lots that we can do to the kitchen, but most of the people, they don't really want to do anything in their kitchen. There are top shelves that this top shelf can come down with a remote. It has a motor behind it, so you can lower it down, get your stuff, put it on the top. We can do all the wall cabinets at the top. We install lower microwaves, lower countertops. So kitchens are written. It's not the first or second priority of people. I think it's a third or fourth. And we don't see it as much as the bathroom and the stairs, because obviously they are the first two places that people fall. So bathroom is the first one, second is the stairs. And a lot of people think that if they walk fine, they're okay, which they're not. And I tell people, it's not how you walk, it's how you keep your balance in those two areas. Ceiling lift, it's another very, very good topic, which it helps mostly caregivers or people that they want to do independently, move around the house. For caregivers, they don't have to lift the heavy weights, so we design it to go, even as you see in this picture, it goes over the toilet and then goes over the shower. So when the person is on the sling to go over, they can lower him or her down on the toilet, and then also lower down or her on the shower bench, which they will put later in this bathroom. So we remodeled this bathroom. Oops, sorry. So we remodeled this bathroom, and we installed a lift for them. There are, as you see on the left side, we didn't cut the doorway, but most of the time we did. It was a picture here. I don't know why it doesn't show it, but we usually cut the door header to continuously run our track into the other room, to not having any interruption. But in this unique situation on the left, because on the other side is a garage and it's not climate controlled, so we couldn't cut it because all the cold and hot weather will come to the house. So we had to keep it. But in this situation, they had a swing inside the garage, and it was for the kid, and he liked to swing every time he comes home from school. So we had to run our track inside the garage for him as well. But the family didn't want to have the second motor inside, because the motors are the most expensive part of the ceiling lift. besides the labor. So we install this, they call it transfer hooks, that you can transfer from one side to the other side without removing the patient from their sling. So basically you hook them on this side, you move the motor from here to the other, and then hook them again to the motor, so they can move from one side to the other side. On the left side, this is the portable motor that I talk about it, that you can remove from one room to the other. As you see, it has a long handle, and it's very easy to remove it from the track. The trolley stays in the track, and you just unhook the motor and then hook it back to the other side of the wall. Or if you have 2 or 3 levels of the house and you want to use only one motor, you can do that as well. You can keep it and take it with you, because it's a very lightweight motor, and it can carry about 440 pounds of weight when you use it. The slings can be sitting, can be full laying down, or it can be hygiene, it can be only around the waist, and also it can be independence. There are independence lifters that people can do it themselves, as far as they have an upper body strength, so they can hold themselves on the lift and move around and do their things 100% independent. This is another example of the track system, which is a portable. It comes with 2 posts. It comes in bags. Even if you go to the hotel, if you go to the travel, you can take it with you and set it up very easily. And it's portable, and everything is folds, and very easy to take it with you, and it's not that heavy to move it around. But for a lot of apartment complex that they have concretes, or they are in a rental situation, they don't want to do anything permanently to the house. So this is a very, very good situation. It's a 8 foot wide. It can even go over the queen bed with a wheelchair on the side. But this one, it's as you see it, it's a smaller bed with a wheelchair, but you can do it with the queen bed as well, with a wheelchair on the side. So it's remove any lifting of the caregivers. And I always tell people that they run a home care business that it's good to have these on hand. I think it will reduce your workers' comp insurance, because it's going to reduce the risk of people getting hurt by lifting heavy patients. So it's a really good and inexpensive way to have it around, and have the caregivers use it and make their life easier, and also make the patient's life easier. You don't put too much pressure on them. You don't drop them, or you don't give them some uncomfortable feeling. And with COVID, you don't want to get that close to them. So it's a very good option to use one of these portable track systems. So there are other stuff that we can do as far as carpentry works, widening the doors, installing handrails, and around the house. As I mentioned, we can widen the doors if there's no room to widen the door, or do a pocket door, or do a barn door. Or we can use the hinges like this, which is the go-away hinges, that it makes the thick of the door go away from the door jamb. So it gives you about 2 inches wider door opening without unhinging the door. Portable showers are really good for people that they don't have any shower in the first floor, and patient cannot go to the second floor, or they don't have a budget to make it accessible. This is a good option. With it's a portable shower. You connect it to any faucet that you have, and there is a motor for the drain. It drains the water into your closest drain that you have. The front of it is a collapsible. When the wheelchair want to go, it collapses, it goes there, and it comes back up. Everything can be fold up and store away as well. This is another good option. Door openers. We can install door openers for any applications of the door, interior, exterior doors, with the remote, with the waving sensors, with the code access for outside. So you don't have to carry, they don't have to carry keys or remote control. They can just punch the code and the door will open automatically. They don't have to lock the door because it's always locked when we use this. There are some other accessories that we can install. This on the left side, the ceiling to floor pole. That's a very good option for areas that we don't have walls to put the grab bars. It's good for next to the bed, next to the shower, next to the sofa or armchair that they want to get up and sit down in the chair. Same thing with the bed rail, that it helps them to sit in that bed, get out of the bed, and also situate themselves inside the bed. This is another option of the toilet, that it comes up and it comes in the angle. You sit on it and it goes down. For the people that they have really difficulty sitting and get up from the toilet, so it helps them. It's like the recliner of the auto recliner on the armchairs that you have. Bath lifters for the people that they want to take bath. They are really inexpensive options. They are battery operated. They lower you into the regular bathtub. The only thing I don't like about this picture is the suction cup grab bars. I don't know how they can get away and have it still on the shelf, because it's really dangerous, and people rely on it, but it's not reliable. So it can hurt people more than help them. So as what I said, so we at HandyPro would like to offer help with people. We like people stay in their home longer, because we think their quality of their life change when they stay in their home longer, as a lot of you guys agree with me that you are in a home care businesses, and we are the client specific, not a product, so we can design anything for the clients or what they have. We don't have to go with the products in the markets. We can sometimes make the products for them, or custom make it, or make modifications to it to help them. We do not charge for any consultation and estimate, so no one has anything to lose by contacting us and make an appointment with us. Most of the time I go myself, or we have some consultants that they are certified as well. They go inside the homes and assess it. We do warranty our labors for 1 year in the manufacturer warranties. We have reviews all around 4.9 and above. So it looks like people like our services and how we care about services. So we are here to, overcome the challenges for everybody, for the end user, for the caregivers, for the home care businesses, for nurses, doctors. So whoever that they are involved with the patients, we are there to help them to overcome their challenges. And that was my presentation, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. I hope I didn't go too fast or slow.
Excellent. Do we have any questions?
I have a question. Sorry, I don't know how to start my video. But anyway, I'm here as the phantom. Great spot. So Ali, thank you so much for that presentation. We work a lot with seniors, as do we all. And one of the things that just came up recently was with the walk-in tubs, the step-in tubs. We were talking about, the guy was saying, well, yeah, but I have to take all my clothes off. I have to get into this empty tub, wait for it to fill, have my nice bath, then I have to drain the tub. Now I'm wet and cold, whatever. And I was like, well, I wonder if they put in like heat lamps or something like that you could turn on. Like it does seem like sort of a cold situation before and after the actual bath.
Yeah, so with the new walking tubs, for filling it up, unfortunately, there's no other option that you have to sit in and fill it up, because the door opens, and then the water can come out. But for getting out of the tub, the new tubs, either they are dual drain or they have some kind of suction drain that it empty the tub under 1 minute. So the one of them that we recently installed, it has a dual drain. It emptied the full tub about 30 to 40 seconds. So it's not going to be too lengthy for that. But there are tubs that they have a heated seat, or as you mentioned, we can add a heated lamp in the bathroom, so they don't feel cold.
Okay, that's great information. I had no idea. Thank you.
I've got a question. A number of long-term care policies cover retrofitting and adapting the home for the patient. And I was just wondering if you had done work with that was covered by long-term care insurance.
So the Medicare, excuse me, the Medicare part, because there are lots of different policies and lots of the long-term cares, the clients consult with their insurances. And what we've seen before, that they get a pricing from us, they have us to finish the job, and they get reimbursement. So we send them an invoice with the names and all the details, and they get it reimbursed from their insurance company. But again, they need to know what kind of long-term insurance they have. Not all the long-term insurance covers everything. So
Right.
they have limited coverage for, for example, they may just cover the grab bars, they may just cover the, seats, shower seats, but they may not cover the bathroom remodeling or stair lift. So it all depends what kind of policy they have. They need to talk with their insurance and carrier and find out what it is. But we usually do not work directly with the Medicare. The client will always send the invoice and they get reimbursement, or sometimes they get upfront money if it's a bigger job. So it's all done by the client, but not us. But Medicaid is a different thing that we work directly with Medicaid with the agencies in the middle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ali, I hope I speak for the entire group when I say that this was quite an impressive presentation, revealing nuances, details that most of us have no idea what is available and how customizable these installations can be. This was quite eye-opening, and I thank you very much for the detail and the effort you put into this. It was
I
excellent.
appreciate it. It means a lot to me that, getting it from you, but I just scratched the surface. So there are lots of more product out there and lots of more solutions out there. These are the more common one that I said. If anybody's interested, we create a booklet that, I don't know if you can see it, but it shows a lot of, most of the products that we carry. So this is good for caregivers. If anybody wants, you can email me your address. I can send you a couple of them. And also we have brochures that we hand out to the clients that it has some informative information on it. But as I mentioned, I just scratched the surface. It's a lot more to go and do for every unique situation that is out there. But thank you so much for your comments.
But this could have been a feature-length movie, not just a 30-minute presentation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Any further questions?
I'd like to add something. Ali started attending our Senior Services Alliance, and I just knew there was something very special about him, but he's kind of humble, and he had asked if he could speak, and we did what we usually do. We asked him to give us some kind of short summary of what he would talk about, and I was sitting on the edge of my seat with this very brief presentation that he kind of sent us in, electronic form. And I was breathless. I was absolutely breathless. And I know I can speak for Sabrina and Joe. We are honored to have Ali as part of our networking group. In fact, I'm gonna go refer this talk to somebody else I know. So
Really appreciate it. This means a lot. You made my day today. I didn't expect to get that much feedback from you guys, and thank you for your kindness.
That's terrific.
who I feel sorry for is all the people who missed this presentation.
It's recorded. It's recorded. They can tune in and watch it.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad that it's being recorded. And like I said, I already have somebody who it's going to. So thank you, and good to see everybody. You want to put all your names in the chat box?
So shall we do a go round? Everyone
Oh,
can
yeah.
introduce themselves? Yes. Okay, so let's start with Ed.
Hi, Ed Hogue, Total Insurance Review. We provide unbiased insurance advice direct to consumers and small businesses. We're doing a lot now with seniors because most caregivers, as was mentioned in this presentation, don't really know what is provided as far as certain coverages. So we have experts in every field. We're a simple membership platform, and we do not sell product. We provide advice. Ed Hogue, Total Insurance Review.
Terrific. Corliss.
Good morning, everyone. Corliss Wood with Clutter Corrections by Corliss, here to help those who have organizing challenges. And because we're short on time, I'll just go with my tagline: rearrange, renew, live well.
Excellent. Leora.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Leora Hoffman. My company is Loved by Leora, and I'm a matchmaker to seniors. My message is it's never too late to find love.
Excellent. Margie?
Good morning. Hi, everybody. Margie.
It's so nice to see you.
I know, it's the first time in a while. Thank you. I'm glad I got over here, even though it's the virtual. Anyway, Margie Helsel Arnold, Geriatric Care Counseling, Social Worker Care Manager for 26 years, Montgomery County and some in Northwest DC. And just to say that it's been very interesting for the care managers with this pandemic time. We're doing a lot more consultations in our home office. We're still not visiting that many people unless it's outside in garages, patios, on the grass with chairs. I don't know what's going to happen as the weather's getting colder. But we're finding the theme for me is a lot more smaller group homes are being requested for people who are needing to be moved. Very interesting. So this is a new theme for me, a new phenomenon. Instead of the larger assisted living communities. Sorry for any of you who are my favorite larger assisted living communities. So anyway, it's very interesting, and who knows, we'll see what happens as time goes on, but thanks for keeping me involved here.
Sure, happy to have you with us. Marcia?
Hi, how are you all? It's nice to see you. Hi. I am an audiologist who is currently unemployed in Rockville. I don't know what to say. I can't at the moment work in Maryland because of my non-compete, but if anybody has any questions or if I can give some advice or just tell you about products, hearing aids, hearing loss, get in touch with me. I'm happy to help.
Put your information in the chat, Marcia.
What?
Put your information in the chat. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, just type in the chat.
There you go.
Ellen?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ellen Tillman. I'm the CEO and financial advisor at Ellen Tillman & Company, planning for income, insurance, legacy, retirement, as well as employee benefits. And as many of you have heard, this is my 25th, celebrate my 25th anniversary. So let me know how we can help you organize your financial life.
Terrific. Tony?
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is actually my first time joining you guys, so thanks to Meryl for inviting me to join. I'm Tony Hughes with Corewood. I'm the Senior Business Development Director, and I started about 6 weeks ago, so it's nice to virtually meet everybody, and I look forward to continuing to join you guys.
Terrific, thank you. Melissa?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good to see everyone, new faces, previous faces, good friends. This is awesome. That's what this is all about. My name is Melissa Koppel, and I'm the community liaison with Community Angels Nursing Services, and we provide affordable, skilled and unskilled home care for all of Maryland, Montgomery County, Prince George's, Howard County, Baltimore. I'm the only liaison, so I'm a busy lady, and I absolutely love it. It's great to be here with you all today, and let's keep serving seniors. Thank you.
Excellent. Zan?
Hi,
You're on mute.
Yep, I'm on mute. My name is Zan Fry. I am the co-owner of Orchestrated Moves. We help people prepare for a move, execute the move, and settle in smoothly all in one day. It's sort of magical, to be perfectly honest. And our tagline is that we are the daughters that can't be there.
Oh, that's terrific. I like it. Jane?
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
I'm Jane Markley. I run a company called M. Jane Markley Consulting and focus on advanced care planning for all of you and all of your clients. It's making a difference in healthcare through advanced care planning and ensuring that everyone has their say to the end of their day, so their care is appropriate to the kind of care that they prefer. Happy to be here. Glad to see everybody, and give me a call if you have any questions.
Terrific, thank you. Patricia Dubrov.
Good morning, friends and neighbors. I feel like we're on Laugh-In or something, and we should have little doors that open and close. For those of you who remember that. I am with Assisting Hands Home Care, and we're providing certified nursing aides for all of our community. We have, unlike Melissa, who runs all over the state, we are pretty much contained in Montgomery County. We refer a lot of our folks that we can't serve to Melissa, so we've connected on that before. But we're also now in Fairfax County, and Suzanne and I from Stroke Comeback had a great chat, and so I want to introduce Suzanne if you guys don't know her. A lovely woman who knows Virginia but doesn't know Maryland so much, so we're cross-pollinating. So if you have any suggestions for her, please put that out there. Congratulations, Ellen, 25 years. How many of us can say we've been doing what we've been doing for 25 years? I mean, I've been an artist that long. Look at you, Joe, Jane, Leora, Margie. Wow, this is awesome. We should have like a 25-year club.
I can only say 23 years, so.
Meryl, it'll come soon enough. You'll be 4 years. Anyway, doing lots of fun programs, and I put in the chat, I'm offering my colleagues a Stress Buster yoga class on Monday, November 9th at 3 o'clock. And it can be done seated or laying down. And it's just a half hour of ease and delight. And we all need it. So give yourselves a hug and come join me for some fun. Let me know if you have families in the area that need support. We're here for you. And I'm down to my last 200 Making Memories Together games. So get them now or forget about it.
Let's hear from Suzanne from Stroke Comeback.
Yes, hi. Thanks, Patricia, for inviting me. I'm Suzanne Coyle. I'm the new Executive Director of Stroke Comeback Center. We have centers in Rockville and a center in Vienna, and I've been working in the Vienna Center since 2008, so I'm just getting to know everyone on the other side of the river. So I appreciate meeting all kinds of new faces. But our programs are currently all virtual, but we're offering about 60 classes a week for stroke survivors to support their communication, their cognition, and their fitness needs, as well as family and caregiver support and social events. So the important thing about our organization is that no stroke survivor is ever turned away for inability to pay, and people can come and participate in our programs at any point in their recovery and stay for as long as they like. So thanks for welcoming me today.
Thanks. And we hope you can continue to join us. Yes, and Suzanne?
Rahaman?
Yes, you.
Were you about to stumble on the last name?
No, because
no,
actually
it's
your
not
name
in there.
just says Suzanne, your last name's not there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm Suzanne Rahaman, and I do business development and sales for Moyer Move Management. We are affiliated with Moyer & Sons, and we are offering a full spectrum of moving services. Our primary market is the senior market in helping families downsize from their family home into smaller living accommodations, whether that's private condos, smaller house, senior living communities. And we offer the full spectrum of services from space planning, floor plans, organize, sort, downsize in helping them prepare for their move. And we do the pack, load, deliver, the unpack, and the full settling in, all the way down to picture hanging, bed making, and towels on the towel bars in the bathrooms. We're very fortunate to have Moyer & Sons, who many of you might be familiar with, the 50-year tradition of a family-run moving and storage company. So we have all of our own staff to provide the moving portion of it as well. So thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Any shameless plugs?
Excuse me.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm sorry, Joe. I forgot Joe. And I forgot Erin.
Well, let's do
Sorry.
it first. Ladies first.
Erin.
Oh, sure. So I'm Erin Pickrell from Griswold Home Care. We serve older adults in lower Montgomery County. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say today. There was something I was going to say. We're a family-run business as well, and our office has about 25 years of experience matching caregivers and families and providing exceptional care.
Excellent. Thank you. Sorry that I missed you. And then
Oh, no
Joe, we saved the best for last.
That's sweet. I'm Joe Sperling. I'm an independent insurance broker. I like to help people put some protections in place because you really do feel better when you put something in place to protect yourself and your family. And it's never too early. You don't want to wait. Do it while you can. I help people get life insurance, disability income insurance, long-term care coverage, and annuities. I'm local. When you call me, you're going to get me. I don't have layers of staff to deal with telephone calls. And I make it easy, make it light. And I consider myself a protectionist. I think I'm going to patent that word. So thank you for putting up with me, and I appreciate your attention, and have a wonderful day. And I don't mind being the last one on the list.
Okay, but we now you have to hear from your host, Meryl.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Joe, you seem to be coming up with a new vocabulary. One time we were having a three-way discussion, and the word, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, he came up with absofreakinutly, ootly, something like that. He was basically saying the word yes. So anyway, I'm Meryl Schaefer. My business is TLC Daily Money Mentor, and I take away the agony and the frustration from those who cannot or will not pay their own bills, organize their own records. The ones who love me are their children, and the other ones who love me are the professionals that have to deal with other professionals that have to deal with them, such as the CPA, the financial planner, the elder law attorney, and I wind up making everybody happy. Oh, my phone is ringing, which it has been doing all summer long. So just remember, Meryl will keep you out of peril, and Schaefer will keep your record safer. And Melissa, it looks like you have the exact same eyeglasses on that I do. So
I do, my friend. It's my favorite color.
Copying is the best form of flattery. So thank you very much. And good to see everybody.
Hey, you forgot me.
I didn't forget about you. I was just saying that I was good to see everybody. I was good You translated wrong.
Nice.
Okay.
Go, girl.
Okay,
Go.
so anyway, I'm Sabrina with Mike's Locksmith and Security, and it seems like it's a weird fit for this group, but we provide a lot of products for seniors to keep them safer in their homes, such as interior and exterior cameras, the ability to answer the door and know who's at the front door before they answer it, and to answer from their devices from wherever they are, and also keyless locks so that they don't have to manipulate keys. And if something should happen to someone in their family, or there's like a caregiver, that they can simply use a code to get into the house, and it makes it safer for everyone. So, so think of us for your security needs or your clients' security needs. Thanks.